Here's an update. All right, got to give you guys some kind of update. We more than appreciate Rue's research. Knocked it out of the park. But here is an update for all you guys that are ready into SwiftCoin. So here it is. And what's it basically say? Well, we're going to zoom in. It says breaking 1.4 billion. Yes, billion with the B. Estimated value 8.9 million. Swift coins transferred to undisclosed wallet from Coinbase. Again, remember the whole Coinbase connection. Hot wallet 1 month ago, and no outflow transfers. Interesting. Let's blow this up. Let's do full screen. And you know, I don't know if you were talking about this, Rue, but I thought it was incredibly interesting. So as you guys can see on the screen here, and I'll take off the X just to not block your view. Yeah, anybody can try, track some of this stuff. So basically, over the course of 3 weeks to a month ago, right? You see this from that Coinbase, hot wallet. What the heck? And look at these amounts. Does it mention the Swift coin? It does. What are the values? Some significant freaking values.
Jesus.
So if this thing is a big fat nothing burger, why is Coinbase going all in like a fat kid on cake? Like an Augustine Carson fat kid on cake. Max, watch it, bro. Remember what happened to Quan Papa? He lost his Twitter. Very true. Okay, I'll watch it. All right. That's worth pointing out. Real quick before we get to the next part, your thoughts on what you just saw right there, Rue.
Amazing. Like somebody's loading up, just like with BSV. There's this wallet out there just loading up on BSV. Nobody knows who it is. So they always say follow the money, right? Well, there it is.
Follow the big money. Big money's doing something. For all these people who are like, oh, that's just a big scam. Oh, I don't want to get into this. It hasn't done nothing for a long time. That's why you follow whale money, the big money.
And then you can clearly see Draper has put a lot of money and time into this. So he's a billionaire. So there's a lot of money there too.
Yeah. So guys, the way I look at it was I didn't want to drop a bunch of deep dive research with you guys. I was like, I got Rue on here. Like, awesome. He's going to knock it out of the park. I'll at least give a couple snippets. Thank you for allowing me to have a little bit of a break, Rue, right? But I thought at least, share a couple of those things. The next part we're going to get into is another particular update. And yes, remember how we mentioned the whole thing of Stellar? SwiftCoin and Stellar? Like, Lil Kim would say back in the day, what the blood clot, right? Anyway, look at this for a second. This is straight from a site called coindar.org. Let's go ahead and share that as well. Swift blockchain official release. Look, it says MoneyGram. Yes, you read that right. MoneyGram, guys. I found out about this today. Non-custodial wallet launch until March 31st. Yeah, that's recent. Check more events on Coindar. Look at this. What's it say? Swift blockchain will launch a non-custodial wallet. This wallet, which is being built on the Stellar network. What? Yeah, like that right there was like that. I was just like, okay, I got to hear what Rue has to mention. I got to look into this a little bit more, but it was like, yeah moment. Anyway.
Okay.
Right? Yeah, because it's like, what the, like, if I would have known we had all these bombs, I would put that in a thumbnail, right? But guys, these are bombshells in my opinion. Expected to revolutionize remittances, appeal to the cryptocurrency enthusiasts. The launch of this wallet is scheduled for first quarter 2024. So the event date will happen to, of course, March 31st. And yeah, look at this. This is straight from a retweet from X, straight from Swift. This is their announcement. This ain't some just random Yahoo. MoneyGram diving into the world of crypto with its own non-custodial wallet built on Stellar. I mean, what? Oh my gosh, right? Cointelegraph apparently decided to cover it.
To me, this is like their patent at work right in front of our eyes, right? Like, so MoneyGram kind of needs to come and get connected with them because they own the patent for cross-chain trading with AI. So this is their patent at work here, but it's also all the connections at work at the same time too. Coinbase has a relationship with Stellar. I'm sure you guys have covered that with Max before, where Coinbase has this relationship with Circle and USDC, and Stellar has this relationship with MoneyGram, which I'm sure you guys have covered. So again, Draper being an initial investor in Coinbase and also being the primary investor in Swift, this is a very natural connection here. And it's a lot of different pieces. Maybe there needs to be like a mind map or something to kind of bring it all together in one coherent thought, but it all fits.
Yeah, it definitely does fit. I want to mention just, this one last part in regards to like some of my own research. So, I got to give you guys a little bit of a breakdown. So we were just talking about this whole thing of Swift blockchain launching a non-custodial wallet, of course, built on Stellar. My own little key findings, because I was like, couple sources, that's cool, but can we elaborate a little bit more on this? So for one, what are like some of the benefits in regards to doing this? Like, other than what's on the surface, especially when it comes to the Swift blockchain. Well, it's going to create a whole thing of an enhanced user base. It's definitely going to attract users seeking a secure and decentralized way to manage, of course, their crypto holdings. Definitely could significantly expand Swift's user base. That's a win. Two other things I think is going to be a win for the Swift blockchain, even though they're kind of, let's face it, flying under the radar. Maybe they're still trying to keep that. Maybe they're just like, the heck with it. We're going to go to the moon and beyond, because everything is starting to embrace all this tech, especially in Southeast Asia. Like they're literally going all in. But it will help strengthen the reputation. I mean, if you're labeled Chinese XRP and some of these other titles, some people are kind of iffy about reputation, or maybe they don't know you. So there's an element of trust. So I feel as though it will strengthen reputation. A successful, let's be honest, guys, a successful non-custodial wallet is going to get the job done. But those offerings, of saying, hey, we're going to do this with, for instance, MoneyGram, reinforces Swift's commitment to user control and potentially positions them, of course, as an industry leader for a secure crypto management platform. Again, think about how that sounds. There's a lot of potential for integration. This wallet in itself might very well integrate seamlessly with Swift's existing services. And I think the answer is yes. So when you saw all those cross-chain swaps and so on, you have to keep in mind this makes sense. Is that a great example, utility in motion for the Swift coin? I think the answer is yes. And it's also going to be a win for MoneyGram, because now you have this platform that's an enabler to connect all this. So that means more revenue also for MoneyGram. And I feel as though it's going to further solidify the Swift blockchain's position as a comprehensive, of course, crypto platform. Now, I got to mention this real quick. What are the benefits for Stellar? We didn't talk about that, did we? Listen to this. Two main things. I feel as though this will definitely do the whole thing of increase adoption. Swift's established user base could bring significant new users even into Stellar, because they say, wow, who's this? Exactly. And it's going to boost transaction volume and create an overall sense of like network effect. The other thing I want to talk about real quick before we kick into the next thing, validation of technology. By having a successful non-custodial wallet, of course, built on Stellar, this is going to showcase to the world that Swift's blockchain network capabilities for fast, secure, and low-cost transactions can even be done with the king of low-cost transactions. And that obviously is what Stellar does, especially when it comes to transactions. For the report, was it over a month ago? 10 million USDC on Stellar can be transferred for the cost of what, guys? Do you remember what it was? 0.50 and a 1. So that also helps dramatically the whole concept of Swift, coin blockchain with Stellar. Now, this last tidbit in regards to MoneyGram, you got to hear about this. The collaboration is huge because it's simply going to allow all of it to reach new crypto savvy users to MoneyGram services. And the overall significance for all of it is it's a non-custodial solution. All right. Think about how many big players are part of the whole concept of of custody, not self-custody. So having a non-custodial solution does in fact provide users with greater control over the crypto holdings compared to custodial wallets. Maybe that's why you saw Ledger even shown on that list that Rue just shown earlier. How about potential disruption? If I talked about Jasmine disrupting Gotha, I think this also has potential disruption. It could disrupt traditional remittance services. Think about that by offering faster, cheaper, and more transparent cross-border transactions. And that should be your aha moment. Anything that's a true industry disruptor creates an effect of supply and demand. That's what makes things go parabolic. Don't overthink it. Sure, there's uncertainties such as other ones that are going to come into the play. Obviously, more competition. There's a whole thing of, what kind of regulatory landscape will this create? Guys, we understand that. We'll follow that. But moving forward, for me, my thing is, wow, I have to take a serious look on what I'm going to allocate towards the Swift coin. I'm totally getting into it. Never financial advice. Please do more of your own research. And if anything, we'll try to give you more updates. I am looking to cover this coin on a regular basis. Back to you.
Nice. And another thing to note, guys, the remittance payment market, as far as money that's in that, is huge. So,
we cover SHX. I mean, they're a low market cap remittance platform. Boom. Rue is absolutely right.
Yep.